Good morning. It's Monday. It's a quicksand kind of day. So we'll discuss that in a few minutes if anybody comes to find me. I apologize for being late. I'll probably continue to apologize daily. I just seem to be on a later schedule. So it's okay. I was really tired today. So I had a hard time dragging myself out. Good morning, whoever's popped in. Thank you for joining me. How many of us, as we get going, we'll discuss the quicksand. Hi, Wendy. Good morning. How are you? You're here. I'm here. That's right. It's just the two of us. Let's just have a talk. Let me come in close. Let's talk a little bit. Wendy, how are you? We'll have some tea together. Thank you for sharing. I don't share anymore. I just kind of sit here. It's too difficult for me to share and talk at the same time. Doing okay. Good. Good. Back at the workplace, aren't you? I see someone else popping in. It's not just the two of us anymore. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. Hi, Erica. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Thank you for waiting for me. I'm just not moving very fast yet this morning. I'm getting better. It was really a day of releasing for me. I had to, because I was not going to be here. Hi, Terry Angel. On my rest days from work, I was so tired. I was up at 11:30 in the morning. Wow. I got up at 11:30 in the morning. That's crazy. Hi, Deborah. It's a quicksand kind of day for me. And it feels like, from the people that I'm hearing from already, that maybe this is worldwide, these quicksand days. Excuse me, my brain does not want to function yet. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have these days when we feel like we've got wings on our back and we're just going to fly away. And lately we've been having these days of, for a while we were free to fly, and now we're getting this pullback effect, this vacuum, as humanity continues to go through this huge shift. It's a huge transitional phase, and all we can see of it is violence and unrest and virus and illness. And when we look around us, we're not seeing the positives. We're just being affected by all of theirs. They're not seeing the positives. Maybe that's a better way to put it. And so they're so stuck in their negativity that they're in this huge quicksand, and in the process of humanity sinking into another dose of quicksand, they're kind of yanking us along with them. I wonder how many of you can feel that. Hi, Carol. Good morning. So that's what I've been feeling. I'm feeling like no matter how hard I work, I have to work even harder. I have to get up in the morning. I continue to do the shower thing. It helped me in loads today. So can I please recommend to everyone that whatever something that you do every day, I take a shower every morning before I come here. So that's my time to remember. No matter how heavy, this morning when I got up, the energy was so heavy. I literally I slept for solid 8 hours, which I don't get very often anymore. I've been very tired, and I needed that 8 hours. And then just trying to pull my way out, because I was very active in my sleep last night. So pulling my way back out of all of that activity and sleep was really difficult, and I felt really heavy. I'm not sure what happened last night as I was sleeping. There were some very interesting things that happened. Hi, Annie. Hi, Melanie. But it was very heavy. I woke up and I was just exhausted. I was like, I'm just gonna lay here and be a slug. I think I finally pulled myself out at 8:30. And then the cats wanted food and everything needed to be done. So it took me some time to get here. But I've already been talking with people this morning. I've already had people saying, hey, it's just so heavy today. What do I got to do? Well, this is the shower thing for me. I'm going to remind you, that those of you that don't do it, every day, no matter how heavy it feels, and it gets so heavy that you will forget to do this. So remember my face right now reminding you. Every day ask. Every day wake up and ask for some clearing energy. Ask Archangel Michael, whoever is your go-to, to come in and please sever and release any cords or attachments that are not your own. Let you stand in your own light. Let you stand in your very own little space, safe and protected, and not carrying around anyone else's stuff. Because even those that we love, we don't want to carry their weight around with us. We can't. We're going into a higher vibration. It's the most important thing that I can remind anyone, to continue to ask, to continue to release, to surrender. Surrender those things that don't serve you. Surrender those parts that you don't want to let go of. I'm really, as a mom, it's very difficult for me to let go of the energies of my children, to let them stand in their own light, to let them go through their own struggles. The fun stuff, it's okay to watch them go through it. The struggles are difficult. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Carol Ann. So I'm really working today on letting go, and I felt it. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness that I wasn't so far gone today, that I remembered to stand there in that shower and start calling in my team. Hi, Carrie. Start calling in the team. Start calling them in. Have them start lifting, and I felt it. It was like somebody had lifted this weighted blanket off of me, and I was like, I feel my heart again. I don't have to know who was sending me negative energy. I don't have to know where those cords or attachments were coming from. I don't have to know any of that. All I have to know is that I can ask for help, and it got lifted away, and I felt better. So that's my soapbox for the day. I hope that you remember that. We'll do a clearing again this morning. We've been doing them every day pretty much. I keep saying I've been doing this every day for like 4 months, I think. every day. But it's I'll do whatever I feel called to do to help us all to keep raising the vibration, because how many of you, with a raise of hand, are tired of looking at the news and all of the heaviness and all of the violence? And I want the whole world to jump on the bandwagon with me and look for happily ever after together. I do. I'm like, come on, get with the program. Let's go. We are in an energy where we can create the Garden of Eden together, truly. We can step back into our Garden of Eden. We can have a world that doesn't require us to die or be heavy or have pain or any of that. We don't have to work. There's nothing that's going to rot. The food just grows for us. We don't have to eat animals. We get plenty of nutrition from the fruit and the vegetables that grow on the trees. They taste good. They're satisfying. We don't have to worry about any more death. We don't got to lose people that we love. We can open back up and we can feel the people that have already gone. We can feel their energy. We can experience all of our own selves. That's what's been coming through to me the past few days, is going back into all of the lifetimes that you've already lived and pulling back from those lifetimes, those parts of you that you want to bring in this lifetime. We go on, it's like shopping. I had all these other lifetimes. I had all these other experiences. I developed all these gifts in past lifetimes. Why do I don't have to go back and learn all of that again. I can just go in there and go have a little shopping trip. I can go in there and pull them back through again. We're doing it. We are doing it. That's why it's so easy these days for people to expand to their gifts, to just go. It's not anything other than the fact that you already know this stuff, and it's a matter of being reminded of what you already know. So I'm loving that energy. I'm loving that little shopping trip. I want all of the gifts. I'm very greedy that way. I worked lifetimes and lifetimes to develop abilities and gifts, and I want them in this lifetime. And there's nothing wrong with me wanting them. There's nothing greedy about it. There's nothing, because I want to take those abilities that I've developed and I want to use them to help humanity. We need to accept those gifts. Again, we need to open up to them and allow ourselves to be everything that we can possibly be, because we are in a battle. We're in a huge battle. Look around you. The darkness is going out and kicking and screaming all the way out. It is fighting tooth and nail. And if we don't accept the truth of who we are, we're not being as effective as we can possibly be. So I choose to take whatever back, whatever I can remember and expand on. I'm ready. Bring it. And that's what I'm trying to teach to other people. Bring it back. Bring it back. That ancient wisdom, those parts of you that knew what magic was. It was alive and well on the planet at one time. All this stuff is real. Merlin, all of it is real. We had that. Maybe people have expounded on it, that's a better word, over the years, and yet there is truth in those stories. And why can't we go back and realize the truth of who we are and use that for good? Be careful. Yes, we had some times when we weren't probably using our abilities for nice stuff. We're all using it for good now. We are allowing those things that are here for our highest of good to come back through to us, to allow us to be powerful, to allow us to reclaim, to allow us bring magic back into the world. Let's bring it. Let's bring it together. So that's where I am. How are you guys this morning? It's always funny because I woke up and I was exhausted, super tired. I was like, I don't even know if I can go to the playground today. I might be too tired. My energy might be too low. Nobody wants to spend time around me when I'm low energy. I'm like, I've been like that a lot lately. It's just the quicksand effect, you guys. It's just that as much as we move forward, the faster we move forward into all that we are, the more that vacuum effect tries to pull us back. It's like, oh no, sister, humanity in general, or that lower vibrational egoic energy is like, nah, you can't go please don't go that far. That's scary. Don't let yourself fall into that stuff. It's just this fear mode of we are comfortable in our discomfort. Humanity is comfortable being uncomfortable. Comfortable in the fear mode, comfortable in death, comfortable in all of that. Even though we say we're not, we're used to it. It's the truth. We're used to being miserable. So there's that part. I know that because I did that in my marriage, my first marriage. I was so unhappy in life. I was so I didn't know how to find joy. And I didn't have a good relationship with my father. And I didn't ever feel the love, and I didn't get the hugs, and I wasn't told anything good about myself, so all I saw was the negative. And so when I went looking for a relationship, I chose someone that would just treat me like I was a stray dog. It was comfortable for me. Humanity does this all the time. This is what the ego does. It seeks comfort. It seeks lack of change. It wants everything to stay the same. And once we realize that, once we sit back and we go, oh gosh, yeah, there's been a cycle going on with me for many lifetimes of loss, many lifetimes of fear. And it's happening to me again. Circumstances now are coming back in again to see how I'm going to react to them. Am I going to react out of fear? Or am I going to find my power? Thank you for that. I needed that. I love it when I get on here and the messages come through just directly from me. I get to choose just like you do. How do you want to react? There's no wrong or right. Do you want to live in that same reality of scarcity and loss and pain? Or do you want to step out? Humanity, all of the planet is making this choice right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to step out? Or do you want to stay? Standing on the top of that cliff, looking down. It looks really scary down there. I don't know. Maybe I better stay here. The ego is like, no. It tries to talk us out of it. It's pretty scary. You might get hurt doing that. You might want to just stay where you are. Can you hear that voice? And then, yeah, Annie, I hear you. I'm hearing you. After close to 3 years, I got my final divorce papers. Have a party, Annie. I remember that day. You just reminded me of the day. It was like December 3rd, 2012. Maybe it was the 5th. I think it was the 5th. My divorce papers finally came. It was 3 years, 3.5 years from the time that I left him until I finally got my divorce papers. And when they came, they gave me everything. I had full custody of the kids, which is the one reason why I would never leave, because he threatened to take my kids. I had everything. As long as I had the kids, I didn't care. They gave me full everything, and I stood there holding those papers in my hands, and they were so long awaited, and I just cried. And I wanted to take them and turn them into wallpaper on the walls and plaster the walls with them. I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever had. That was December 5th, 2012. December 25th, 2012. Christmas morning. There was a package on the Christmas tree, a very small little ring box wrapped up. And Steve stood there, and I opened up that little box, and inside of that little box was a note, and it said, I know this is not what you were expecting. See if I could do it exactly the way he said. I know this is not what you were expecting, but the gift I have for you, I need you to look at me to receive, and it will last a lifetime. And I looked at him. He was down on one knee, and he had a ring in his finger, and he asked me. He was finally able to ask me to marry him. Most beautiful day in my life. It was incredible. So we come out. That's the moral of the story, that the ego likes to pull us into these very, very heavy, horrible relationships or experiences because it's comfortable with it. And here we are letting go. We are letting go. We've all received our divorce papers to 3D today. Picture that. You've all got your divorce papers in your hand. You're like, whoa, yes, it's finally over. I'm done with you, 3D. You can just go on your merry way. I am done. And then you turn around and you look, and there stands love in its greatest form, however you want to envision it. And it's standing there asking you, are you ready to join me now? Are you ready to come into 5D? Are you ready to go higher and higher? Let go of all that lower vibrational stuff. Are you ready? Are you going to say yes or no? And I say, yes. Hi, Julie Kiss. Annie, I didn't mean to make you cry, but it's true. We come through that painful stuff, and then we receive because we let go, because we don't stay there anymore. I'm not going to stay there anymore. I'm not going to stay in that negative energy anymore. I'm ready to move up. I'm ready to look at myself and say, hey, you're beautiful. You deserve better. You're awesome. You're incredible. Would you do that for yourself? Look in the mirror and say, you're so perfectly perfect, perfectly imperfect, however you want to put it. I say we're perfectly perfect. Yes, we have imperfections, but they're just marks that we pick up along the way to show our battle scars. I have fought hard to get where I am, and I have battle scars. That's all. Just like the moon. The moon has craters all over it, and it's the most beautiful thing I can ever lay my eyes on. Because it's showing us that it goes through the battles, and it comes back out shining every time. Crying for letting go. I'm crying with you, Annie. Yes, let's let go together, all of us. Let's just say, you know what? I let go of all that negative stuff. I don't want to live there anymore. I'm ready. And all those other people, it's like you're this boat, this huge vessel, and you're going through the water, and behind you is this wake. It's this water that just kind of splays out like this. And everybody else is back there someplace. You're going to pull them along. We're all pulling humanity along with us. We're not leaving them behind. It's exhausting sometimes, but we're just stepping out ahead of them. A few years ago, many of us decided we were ready to step out ahead. We were sent here to be the ones that would come out ahead of everyone else, to show them. And it's not through our words, it's through our actions, it's through our energy. They can see now. My kids thought I was crazy 3 years ago. Many people thought I was crazy 3 years ago, and some still do, and that's okay. Because behind me somewhere, they're grabbing on. They're falling into that wake of energy that we're all creating. And whether they know what's happening or not, their energy is lifting too. And they're all coming into the same. If they can't make it, they're going to die and they're going to get recycled. This is the truth. Not everyone can do this in the physical form that they're in right now. And it seems sad, and yet it's just that it's actually a really incredible process when we put ourselves into the right frame of mind. When we step out of physical, when Steve stepped out of physical, he became, my gosh, he became something so incredibly, amazingly awesome. That's us. Like, we step out of physical and we're like still in transition. So we all are, babe. We are all in transition. We are all transitioning right now in a really fast way, and it's incredible. So it's okay that you're still in transition. We all are. Annie, breaking chains of years of toxic habits. Yes. I keep trying to read. I have decided that my eyes are going to heal. That they're going to come back to their full strength, that they're going to start focusing again. That's my goal. So I'm fighting the glasses because I'm still insisting. So if I stutter over your words, it's just because I can't see. Carly says, scared, having to move myself and 2 young daughters from a rented home. I cannot find a new place. It is, I've been there too. I know how scary that is. Sometimes you gotta let go. You gotta let go of the fear, because the fear will block you. I was so scared when I left California. I didn't know where I was gonna go. I had a daughter in the car, and I'm like, where am I going? I don't know. We're gonna channel some positive energy. I found the perfect house, by the way. And I found it because I got quiet and I let go. I was like, I don't know. I fought it for months, and then finally said, I gotta go. I'm going on this date, and I did. January 17th, 2020 was yet another day for me to set myself free. And I set myself free, and I envisioned, I saw a house with a sign in the window. I was just given that sign back a couple days ago. Jim came and gave it to me. He said, you can frame it. He said, my wedding gift to you is going to be that house. And I was like, all right, it's better than any ring. I'll take this house. It's the greatest gift ever. So please, please know that there is a plan in everything. We will release some negative energy today. In order to move into this new reality, fear has got to go away. So as difficult as it is, take a deep breath and call in this beautiful team of angels that you got around you, and know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out. It really is. There's a plan in all of this. Still in transition. I got that. Wow. Wonderfulness. You're welcome, Carly. You're welcome. We're going to channel some really powerful energy through here in a few minutes to help you out. Yes, we are at 11 again. I've been watching that number, Wendy. I love the number 11. So, one little drink. See if they got anything else for you guys. If you got anything. Hi, Charlie. Charlie, I'm not sure I said good morning to you, so good morning. I saw your little flame up there. I just was busy blabbing again. I think I saw everybody. So, how are you guys? You live at number 11. That's even more powerful. I live at 818. And I saw 818 everywhere for like a while before I found this house. And it was the way that I found this house. We look up, we see the sign in the window. I didn't even notice the house number. I had been seeing 818 all the way here from California. And I walked back up to take a picture of the sign so I can call him. And I look at the house number and it's 818. I'm like, oh gosh, okay. And then I spent a month waiting to call him because I was afraid that it seemed too perfect. The ego kicked in again. Silly ego, go take a break. That's what we got to do more often. Silly ego, go take a rest. Go take a break. I don't need you. I'm trying to help. Your apartment number is 27. That's a 9. That's powerful. Your operation is on the 11th of August. That's interesting too. Numbers. I keep sending some positive energy to you, Deborah. Healing energy coming your way. Annie, I believe you will find a great place for you and the kids. Ask the angels to help you find it. We are all here for you. Exactly. That's beautiful. Thank you, Annie. I believe. Years ago, before Steve even died, I was laying there and I saw this word come up in front of me, a huge big sign right across my face, and I knew it. Now I know it came through to help me to get to where I am now. But at the time I was like, that was cool. I lived in Santa Claus, Indiana. It was kind of a neat word that fits in with where I lived. The word was believe. It was huge, right in front of me. The word is believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe in the possibilities. You gotta believe that you are going to be directed to the perfect home for you and your children. And you got to envision what it is you want. Create it. I envisioned this little fairy tale storybook home for a long time. And it is a storybook home, and it's very much alive to me. When I walk through it, I feel the energy of it. I'd bring a piece of art into the house and I'd say, okay, where would you like this? And I'd talk to the house. This house is my fairy tale home. It really is. It's what I dreamt. It's what I created. Can you sit down and tell the universe, tell God, whoever you speak to, angels, whoever, can you write down exactly what you need? Write down what you need. It's happened to me over and over again. To the ability that I would allow. So when all I would allow was The home in Rochester, I asked for a home with a fenced-in yard, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. I asked for what I wanted. And I pretty much found exactly what I asked for, what I believed I deserved. It wasn't, it's still there, and my boys live in it now. And it's a good house for them. It wasn't my house, it was for them. I kept envisioning, I kept looking, I knew what I needed. I knew I needed these mountains. I've known I needed these mountains for a very long time. The only reason why I'm going into that is, can you completely release the fear and then sit down and write down exactly what it is you want? Give the universe, you are a powerful, powerful creator. Every one of us is. Can you sit down and envision exactly what it is that you want? Ask for it specifically. As specifically as you can, envision it, draw it, paint it, whatever you need to do to bring it to life. That's what you're being given right now. Bring it to life. Bring it to life. Show them exactly what you want. And then trust. Once you create it, don't try to figure out how you're going to get it. That's where you fall back into ego. You have to let go. You have to create it. You have to say, yes, this is what I'm wanting, what I need. And then you have to let it go. Give it. Like, say you've got a broken toy and you give it to your dad. And your dad says, okay, I'm going to fix this for you. And then you say, oh, wait, let me take it back. I'm going to try to fix it myself. I'll figure it out all by myself. And your dad's like, well, okay, if that's what you want to do. That's how spirit works with us. Okay, if you want to do it yourself, you go ahead. We would love to help you, but if you would like to do it yourself, then that's okay too. So if you know that rule, you understand it, which you were just told if you didn't already know it, then you know that you have to create it. Sometimes it helps to actually burn things. You can take it, write down everything that you want. Everything. You can either one of two ways. You can release things that way, or you can communicate that way. When Steve first died, I was given that. Write down everything that you ever wished that you said to him before he died. Everything. We didn't get to communicate. Write down everything. So I did. And I wrote a huge long letter to Steve. And then I had a little cauldron, a little cast iron thing, and I set it on fire and I put it in there and I let it burn. And I did that a lot. It sounds weird, but there's something about the process of actually writing it down and then burning it. Burning is the letting go part. It's like, okay, here it is. I trust you to do this. I'm just going to, if I burn it, it's me, my ego, realizing that I have fully let it go. I can't pull it back and make changes anymore. I'm done with it. I have asked. The universe always says yes. So now that I've asked for it, I let it go. And I trust that they're going to give it to me. Don't talk about it all the time. Don't worry about it. Don't fuss. As much as you possibly can, trust that it is there, that you have created it. Does that help at all? It's a tough lesson to learn how to let go, truly. A house in Maine. I'm trying to stay in the state. Carly is looking for a house in Maine, so I'm putting it out there, you guys. If anyone knows of a house in Maine that is for rent, that would suit Carly and her 2 girls. If you have any friends there that might know somebody else, we're putting it out there today. Carly is looking for a house in Maine. It's got to be a cute little house where 2 little girls can grow up, where she can live peacefully, safely, in the beauty of nature. Let's ask for a little nature. What would you like to put in there? Create it. Create what you and your girls need. Okay. Let's see what else you guys got, and we're going to go into some meditation for everyone, okay? Within 2 months of being homeless, see me doing this? The glasses are so dirty, I hardly see through them. Oh, within 8 months of being homeless, my ex kicking me out with a child, I found an apartment. Very good, Annie. Very good. You showed your own power, didn't you? You didn't let him control that situation. Marika, good morning. I am sending you a big warm hug, Carly. Truly, we're all going to send you some positive energy here in a little while, because I really hope that you find what it is that you're looking for. Carrie, I expect miracles. Yes, I expect always. Don't just expect little things. Expect total and complete miracles. Just be in the power that we're magical creatures. And of course, some part of us just knows that we can create miracles. Some part of us knows that we're awesome creators. Just tune into that part of you. If If I clean these glasses, I could actually see. I am past waiting on the wow. It's time for the universe to get up or shut up. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. That's, really, sometimes you just have to, people think, I'm going to take off the glasses, but Carrie, I'm going to expound on that. People think that we think that we are not powerful. We think we have been trained for eons that God is up there in the clouds and he is just sitting there passing judgment, and he's cruel, and he would flood the earth, and he would ask for all these horrible sacrifices and stuff, and that's just simply not true. God is pure love. God is pure love, and God is you. We're all descended from that same energy. We're all part of it. And so there's nobody out there that's trying that would say, if you started to get kind of forceful and say, well, I want this and I want it, I'm expecting it. I have asked for this and I know that it's mine. I'm claiming it. Nobody sits there and goes, now you can't have it because you've been too pushy. No, they're like, oh, great. Okay, she's really ready now. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. You can get, I don't want to say, I want to give it a good word. You do get rewarded for asking specifically for what you want and for expecting it to arrive. You are rewarded for that. You are here on the front lines of a huge battleground. You are always being patted on the back, always being supported. You are, just a second. It's awful. Must be time for a clearing. I think sometimes they're like, okay, let's get busy. There is nothing about you that is actually weak but they're trying to remind us is to let go of the guilt, let go of the lower vibrational energies that make us feel small. There's nothing small about you. You are incredibly gifted. You are incredibly powerful. You are the boss. You are the one that gets to say exactly what it is that you want on this planet, and then you have every right to sit there and expect it to arrive. And I fought that myself because I didn't think that I deserved to be able to ask for those things, to be able to expect that they would just arrive. And once I got out of the mode of smallness, out of that sense of, well, I don't really, we can get really small. We're in school and stuff where that's like, I was the best at that. I was very good at being invisible and being quiet. I didn't expect to receive anything good in life. And so because I sat in that small self and didn't expect, then of course I wasn't receiving. The second I realized, I started loving myself, I started taking care of myself, I started learning more about my abilities and my powers and accepting. I saw myself being gifted with a vision. I saw them putting a crown on my head and a cape around my shoulders and a scepter in my hand and telling me it's time to take on the energy of the queen. And I'm telling you right now the same thing. It's time to take on the energy of the kings and queens that we are. Accept your birthright. Accept what Steve reminds me all the time. The most important thing that we can do right now is to remember who we really are. Can you remember who you really are? You are not small. You are not weak. You are strong. You are a creator. And you are here to create. You came here to create. You came here to make it a better place. You came here to lift the vibration. How do you lift the vibration? You lift the vibration by being happy. You lift the vibration by finding joy, by creating beautiful things, by being in a space that enhances your energy levels, that makes you feel better. I live in a home that is literally, do you see all the rock behind me? I can't be happy in a home that is totally non-organic. I need a home that has rock, that has wood, that has natural things all around me. I know that because that's where my energy soars. So as I'm creating, I literally walked into a house that was covered in natural stone and wood, and it's like, okay, here you go. We're going to give you the environment that you need to allow you to really feel your own power in that space. And they did, in loads. Would you please remember that you are the one in control here? There's nothing about you, there's nothing about anyone, really, that makes them unworthy of greatness, of beauty, of having anything, like, you can have a beautiful life. You can. Let me just hear my words. You deserve a beautiful life. You deserve joy. You deserve bliss. You deserve happiness. You deserve to be well cared for. So if you're sitting in a world where there's lack and scarcity, it's because you're falling into fear mode. Scarcity comes out of fear. If you truly can get yourself to the place of allowing abundance, because it's all around you. The truth of it is there is no scarcity. Scarcity is a man-made creation. So if you can fully believe that there is no scarcity, and allow yourself to fall into the mode of, well, I might not see it, and I often don't. I don't see the abundance, and yet I trust that there is abundance. And it just comes in when it's just backwards. Like, we've been trained to see and then believe. And they're trying to teach us to believe and then see. You come into the place where I don't see it, and yet I keep on going, and I keep getting my needs met always. It's always there, no matter what. It doesn't matter. I stop counting. I stop paying attention to all the numbers and looking at what other people have and feeling like I don't have as much as them. I let go of all of that stuff, and I just sit there and know that my needs are always met. I always have my needs, and I always have many things that I don't really need, just because the universe just loves to gift me with beautiful things, because I stay in the energy of receiving. Allow yourself to receive. Can you look at yourself and realize your own greatness, your own perfection, your own innate, what's a good word? Innate. They're trying. It's like I hear it, but it's not coming through clearly enough. It's a big word. You deserve it. Sorry, I get silent when I'm trying to hear them. So please, 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 self-love. Look at yourself. Love yourself. Know that you can create this. You are a powerful creator. I've lost you guys. I've gone so far. Marika, she's creating experiences. I wish for amazing synchronicities, feeling so blessed. The second part of that, there's always a second part, is that we live in gratefulness, thankfulness every day. Being thankful for the little bitty things. I woke up breathing today. Thank you. I was able to fill my lungs with fresh air, clean air. I have clean water to drink. I was able to take a nice hot shower today. Thank you. I have food in my cupboards. I have a roof over my head. I'm saying heads. But you know I have two. I'm safe. My life is filled with love. I am so abundant in love that I love to live. I love to be alive, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to be on this planet in this powerful time. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for being able to be here today, to speak to people, to uplift people, to do the work that I feel called to do. Do you see where everything changes when you fall into that? That's receiving mode. Receiving mode means I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I see the little things. I see the leaves starting to turn a little bit. I see them on the ground. I love to hear them crunch under my feet. I'm not sure why it's only August, but that's okay, because I'm still enjoying them, and I'm enjoying the birds. And oh my gosh, I got loaded full of butterflies the other day when I was out on the mountains, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the bugs and the dragonflies and all of the interesting things, and for the water that flows down the mountain in great abundance. I'm so thankful for the rain that falls and the thunder, and wow, I can do this all day. I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful. And that creates, not that anyone needs to hear you be grateful. You need to hear you be grateful. You need to allow your soul, your ego, needs to be reminded of everything that you are blessed with, so that it allows more. Because the ego can get really stuck in what you don't have. The ego is very whiny that way. It's like, but what about this? No, I got all this. Okay, I'm great. I got everything I need. I'm going to grab some more water. I do have that, and I need it. We need to have a good, we got about 10 minutes. And we're at 13. I love the number 13. Nothing's unlucky. It's all lucky. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Carly, what do you got? Being surrounded by trees gives me that comfort. Yes, yes, we're all nature babies, aren't we? Trees, flowers, all of it. All together, so powerful. That's right. Energy all together, so powerful. Teaching them to envision possibilities, exactly. Carly, they would have so much fun with that. Good, good. We want those girls to have fun. We all deserve to have fun. All of us get to be that little child again, having fun. So let's go into the garden. Yeah, get that. Annie, that's a great idea. Let your kids, because kids are loaded full of innocent energy. And that that little creator in each one of us, that child, the inner child, that's why I do so much inner child work. Because imagination is a powerful tool. It helps us to manifest. And where does that imagination comes from? It comes from that little child inside of us that is an absolute powerhouse. So if you haven't gone in to spend time with your inner child, then you need to get back in there and do that more often. You need to go ahead and play in the dirt with the kids. Make some Play-Doh. Do something creative. Make mud pies, whatever. Go splash in the water. Do whatever feels good to you. Make a sand angel on the beach, wherever you are. Go spend time being your child. Don't deny yourself that inner child. Because as that inner child feels like it's fed and it's loved and it's getting the attention that it needs finally, it comes out to play. And that child is so creative. And so are your children. So let them teach you how to come back into your creativity. Color with them, paint with them, get out the finger paint, slop it around. Put your whole body in the paint. Put your face, whatever you need to do. Face plant, finger paint. Whatever you got to do to lighten the energy today. And then as you lighten that energy, you create, your girls create, draw, paint, whatever you want to do, the house that you are looking for, that you're envisioning. And then just trust that you have received. It's important. I love that you're here today. Try what is this? I can't see. Try the Arigato method. Every time you're about to spend money, say thank you. Close your eyes, say thanks. Swipe the card. And when paying bills or exchanging cash, or when your paycheck hits the bank, the account, thank those funds. Right. That's very, very powerful. That's really what I'm talking about. It's like, just do it. I got a bill to pay. Am I going to sit here and worry that I got a bill to pay? If I pay that bill, I'm not going to have it for something else, which is what I did my whole life. Or am I just going to go ahead and say, no, I got more than enough. It always comes in as I need it. I'm going to pay those bills. I'm not falling into scarcity mode. I'm going to go ahead, swipe that card, do that, pay that bill. If I need something, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I'm going to take good care of myself and my family. And I'm going to know that there's always enough. It always just keeps coming. And it has proven to work. Be thankful when that money does hit out of the blue. It may not be a paycheck. It may be something that you often. And remember that sometimes we are gifted with things. Oftentimes, when we open ourselves up to receive, it comes in many forms. So remember to be open. Don't say no. Be in receiving mode. Receiving mode, those angels are going to give it to you one way or another, and it may be in a way that you're not used to accepting it. Trust me, I am a pro at not accepting gifts. If someone comes to you and wants to gift you something, please receive. Please be in receiving mode. And they are blessed by giving to you as much as you are blessed by what they're giving to you. So please give back that blessing to them. Step back, and before you say no, say, wait, take a pause. Yes, thank you. I'll receive that. Later on down the line, you may have a way to give back to them. And you can be reciprocate. You can reciprocate if you so choose. But in that moment, don't push it away. Just accept it. I've gotten that lesson over 1 billion times this past couple of years. And sometimes I really needed what they had. And oftentimes my first response was, no, you take care of yourself. I'll figure this out. Stop doing that. When they want to give to you, please be willing to receive, because that's the universe knocking at your door. Are you willing to receive? You just got $12,000 from the government. Thank goodness, Marika. Thank goodness. Thank God. That's beautiful. That's beautiful that it just happened like that. Excellent. And then Carrie received $120 out of the blue. I did too. I've been receiving just out of the blue. I think that, oh, it's getting low. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, it's not low at all. There's more money. Thank you. I have received. There is just always enough. There is no scarcity. We only have scarcity when we fall into scarcity mode. And we are in a time right now where the universe is so giving. Are you willing to receive? Just be willing to receive it however it chooses to come to you. Let's go into the garden for just a few minutes. I'm going to plug in my phone real quick, excuse me, because it just warned me. It just warned me that it's going away. And I don't want us to be halfway through and suddenly the phone dies. So, boop. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to turn you over to the garden like we've been doing. We've been doing the garden. I used to do all kinds of different ones, wherever you guys wanted to go. We will go back to that again. But the Garden of Eden is what Source is giving to me. It's coming through really powerful because in the garden there's no scarcity. And in the garden we are actually being pushed to create the garden for the world right now. We are going into a new earth. And if you don't believe that, just watch it happen. And we are the creators. Those of us who have stepped out, we are all creating a more beautiful place to live for all of us. There are many creators out there that are creating the opposite. You can see them on the news all you like. They are creating. We are always creating. All of us are powerful creators. Every single person on the planet is a creator, as are you. So what do you want to create? Do you want to create this energy of violence and scarcity and fear? Or do you want to create something like the Garden of Eden? And if you want the Garden of Eden on the planet, we're being asked to step into our decision more fully. So as we go into the garden every day, we are creating something more beautiful, and the universe is watching. Our angels are watching and they're implementing. They're like, okay, yes, they want that. All right, let's do this. So know how powerful this is every day as you create in your meditations. Each one of us, not just me. I'm just helping you guys to remember to do it. It's all of us are so powerful. And so let's go into the garden right now. And as you spend time there, I will be calling in clearing energy to push on down through all of these blocks and cords and attachments that you got tied to you right now. It'll lighten your load, lighten your energy. This is just me channeling energy. It's not coming from me. It's coming through me, from Source, from our angels, from your angels. So allow that to happen as you, and the more you surrender and relax into it, the greater it is. So that's up to you. You get to choose to receive or not to receive. It's up to you. Let's go into the garden and let's relax in the garden. And I would love for you to envision magical creatures, whatever you'd like to see, whatever your dreams are, whatever your fantasies of this world, the way that I really believe the way that it used to be. We're remembering the magic. Let's bring it back together, okay? So if you'll get your feet on the ground, I'd love for you each to receive a good grounding energy right now from the earth. So envision yourself with roots going out down through your feet. Deeply, deeply into the earth. I can feel them going. I love that sense. The more you practice this, the more you feel. Feel your roots going deeply into the earth. You can hear the cracking and the popping. Perfectly planted on the earth right now. At home. You can be at home here now. It's okay. You don't got to constantly feel like you're the outsider. You fit. So I'm going to turn us over to the garden, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to count you down as you walk up the steps to the garden. I want you to envision whoever it is that you want to see at the gate of that garden. If it's a loved one, it's okay to call them in. Before we start, we're calling in the energy of Archangel Michael to protect each one of us, to blanket each one of us in this beautiful blue blanket of healing, health, or of clearing and strength and protective energy. Can you feel that? I just felt a blanket being wrapped around me. We are each completely safe. Your home is safe. Anyone that's in your home, your cars, your land. You're completely safe right now. Nice. Okay, we're going to go into the garden. I'm going to count to 10, and I want you to take steps to the garden as you envision someone waiting there for you. It may be an angel. It may be an ascended master. It might be a loved one that has passed, whoever you'd like to see. So we're going to count up the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now when you reach the top of those stairs, who's waiting for you? You can go give them a hug. It's completely safe. You can receive a hug, receive that warm blanket of love around you. Don't they feel good? Rest in that hug for just a minute. Okay. Now they're opening that door. Can you see it? They're opening the door for all of us to step into the Garden of Eden. Let's step into all of that beauty, to all of that magic. We are magical creatures within these physical bodies. And so that part of you is free now to create. Go in there and just start seeing whatever you want to see. I see loved ones. I see all of us being welcomed by angels and loved ones and ancestors and all the ascended masters, source, God, whoever you want to see there. Those of you that follow Jesus, I see Jesus. He's like my right-hand man. He helps me with the healing energy. So let's invite him right in there too. I see a big smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So that energy is going to follow us through physically too. Enjoy your time in the garden for just a little while. You can create anything you like there. I see dragons. I see fairies, flying horses. I see 3 moons above me. Oh my gosh, they're the most beautiful moons you can imagine. Each one of them glowing all by themselves. Hi, Tina. Join us in a meditation. What do you see? Can you fly to one of those moons? Of course you can. Grow some wings or jump on the back of a dragon. Whatever you'd like to do. And as you're flying around, enjoying the swings and the food, any kind of food you can imagine is there. You never get fat. You never have to worry about calories or illness or anything. It's all just there for the taking. You can eat whatever you like. Bonbons, cream puffs, cheesecake, whatever you like. Enjoy it. Feel it in your mouth. Smell that food. Smell the flowers. Fields of lavender. I see fields of lavender and it smells so good. Please create whatever you like here. As you're sitting there in that beautiful energy of creation, your physical self is receiving a healing and a clearing session. So the hand of Source comes down over the top of your head, and there's this beautiful energy of a crown being laid down on the top of your head, reminding you that you are royal blood, reminding you of your birthright. And as that crown touches your head, there's energy coming right through the center, right through the crown chakra and into your third eye, spreading across your forehead, clearing away any clutter. We're asking Archangel Michael to clear any cords or attachments to anyone else. You get to stand firmly in your own space. You send those away with love. We can send love and healing to those around us without being attached to them. So if you are so willing, he is coming in and severing, releasing any cords or attachments to anyone else on the planet, any other spirit, any heavy energy that is on you, any old soul contracts, any old karma, anything that can be released at this time. We're asking him to lift it away for you. Each one of you has angels all around you working. As you're releasing, they're just scooping it up, taking it away. I feel that lift. Thank you for receiving that cord cutting. The energy's now into the throat, clearing away anything that holds back your voice, reminding you of the truth of who you are. Use that voice. Bring it forth, that voice of the higher self. It's a different way of speaking. People hear you when you go into your higher self and speak from there. You're channeling the energy of Source. Of course they're listening. They're drawn to you when you do that. Clearing, clearing, perfect. I feel some work going on in the throat. Just allow that, releasing, letting go. Open your hands, relax your body. What do you see in that garden? Please remember to go deeper into the garden. You can find a cave. You can go deeply into that cave and look for crystals if you like. There's little fireflies everywhere to light your way. If you meet a dragon down there, it's okay. The dragons are all friendly here. They love it when we come to visit. Some of them may decide to come back with you. If you find a dragon that comes right directly to you, that's your dragon. See if you can hear a name. What do they look like? Envision them. How much fun is it to have a dragon around you all the time? Whenever you need it, you hear those heavy footsteps and they come in. They're like, here I am. They love it when you're aware of them. Choose a dragon today to bring back with you. Let's all bring back a dragon. Some of you may just be picking up an egg to bring back a dragon egg and start from a brand new baby dragon. You get to raise it. Won't that be fun? The eggs are beautiful. They're big and they're all sparkly and they have jewels embedded in them. Take a big breath. Relax your body. The energy is moving down into the heart space. As you breathe deeply, let that energy go out to every cell of your body. Healing energy, Archangel Raphael is busy clearing away any illness in your body, strengthening, building you up, preparing you for this battle that we're in. We need this strengthening energy to pull back out of the vacuum effect. So allow that strengthening to happen. Feels really good. Nice. I see some of you swinging from the trees. You're going higher and higher and higher. And when you're ready, you can let go and fly to one of those moons. Go play on the moon for a while. I'm holding the energy in the heart space, clearing away all the clutter there, taking away those lies, those things that no longer serve you, releasing, letting go, creating space for new energy, opening you up to your ancient abilities, bringing them back. Big breath now. It's coming down into your solar plexus. Lots of storage in that solar plexus. That's where we're holding on to a lot of fear and false beliefs that we've been told about ourselves. That little child often hides down in there. You can see, if you can picture a little blanket for it, you can go in and greet that little child. Let them come out and play with you. They're a little scared at first, but if you're kind, take them by the hand, but come play. And I felt some good release there. Somebody's little child is very happy right now. Maybe many of you. Nice. Energy is lightening up so nicely. I see a whole field of sunflowers. Wow, who wants to go play in the sunflowers? I love sunflowers. And in your physical, the energy is moving down into your second chakra, clearing away those old energies from past relationships many of you have had. Some of you are still stuck in that old energy. Let's clear that up, allowing you to move forward to new relationships, new love, new creativity, new opportunities. It's going down into the root, strengthening, building you up, creating a strong foundation as it moves on down your legs, down through your feet, down into the earth. The earth takes it, recycles it. She loves to do that. I see a big smile on her face as she pushes new, recycled, fresh, clean energy back up into you, through your feet, up your legs, back up to the base of your spine. And then breathe it deeply. Take one huge breath from the base of your spine all the way up through your crown. Perfect. Very nice. Now I'd love for you to come back out of that garden. You can take it with you if you want. Remember this garden. You can go back anytime. Keep creating. Keep visiting. Keep seeing new parts of this garden. You're busily working at creating a new earth, a more beautiful place to live. Bring your higher self and your little children back in. Take a big breath. Pull them back into your heart space. Feeling the energy, it's perfect. Perfect alignment now. You feel so much more at home in your own heart. Doesn't that feel good? Now you've got all this beautiful energy. So Archangel Michael is protecting each one of us perfectly right now, wrapping us up in a beautiful bubble of protection. And as he does that, you get to choose who you want to send energy to today. You can make it general and send it all the way across the planet. You can send it to certain people that may have needs, certain animals, wherever you'd like to send it right now. Take a big breath and send it out. Perfect. Excellent. And now each one of you is wrapped in perfect protection today to go about your day. And I'd love for you to count to 5 and start to wiggle and move. Come back up out. If you'd like to stay where you are, that's okay too. I'm going to let you. Take a rest if you need to. It's all up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Perfect. And come out when you're ready. I hope you brought some presents back with you. Hope you found some dragons. Good. I'm glad that you're feeling wonderful. Blessings, blessings, exactly. Carrie, we love blessings. And we allow them to flow today. All of you. Allowing them to flow in a perfect alignment right now. You're in perfect alignment. This is what it feels like. Now that you recognize it, if some of you didn't, this is what it feels like to be perfectly centered and grounded. Sit in that for just a minute. Once you know what it is, you can go back. Doesn't that feel good? That's the truth of who you are. You're feeling your truth right now. That's you. I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get off of here. I'm really late, and I think I've got an appointment at 11. Please take good care of yourselves today. I love you so much, and I will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. 3:33 today, we have Sharon Boyle on 3:33 Eastern Time. She will be on Silent Mystics on Enlightened Living, so if you want to see that, Sharon will be bringing her singing bowls and doing a little bit of a healing, sound healing session too. So I hope that you'll join me and Gerald Ann at 3:33 p.m. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you in just a little while. Love to you, Sherry, Charles, Marika, Wendy, you're so welcome. Tina, Carrie, all of you that stuck with me. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you soon.